The heaviest chains are not made of iron. They are made of expectations. They are made of the silent thank yous you feel you owe to the people who raised you. They are made of guilt that wraps around your throat every time you think about choosing a different path. They are made of the dreams your parents had for themselves, dreams they couldn't fulfill, that they have now placed, like a heavy cloak, onto your shoulders. Most of us live in a house that feels like a sanctuary during the day, but becomes a prison at night. During the day, it's family dinners, shared laughter, the warmth of being surrounded by people who know your name. But at night, when the lights go out and you're alone with your thoughts, you feel the walls closing in. In the Stillness Smithy, we know the weight of the good child, the one who never complains, the one who carries the burden so the siblings don't have to, the one who puts their own dreams on hold because the family needs you right now, the one who smiles at the dinner table while their own fire is being suffocated by the air of what people will think. You are drowning in a sea of duty, and no one even knows you can't breathe. In the ancient code of the East, there is a concept called Giri. It is often translated as duty or moral obligation. It is the invisible thread that binds a person to their family and their community. It is what keeps society functioning. It is a virtue of honor, but it has a dark side. Giri says, you owe your parents for raising you. You owe your family for supporting you. You owe the community for accepting you. And in healthy doses, this creates gratitude. This creates loyalty. This creates bonds that last lifetimes. But when Giri becomes a cage, when it stops being about mutual respect and becomes about control, it forces the smith to hammer iron that he does not own. You are spending your energy building a house for everyone else, while your own forge is falling into ruin. You wake up every day and work toward goals that were never yours. You study subjects you have no passion for because it's a stable career. You take jobs you hate because it makes the family proud. You stay in relationships that drain you because we've already invested so much. You are ignoring your own Honne, your true sound, because you are terrified that if you speak it, you will break the hearts of the people you love. And so you stay silent. You perform gratitude. You smile through the suffocation. You tell yourself, this is what love looks like. This is what a good son does. This is what a good daughter does. But deep down, you know the truth. You are disappearing. But listen to the smith. You cannot light someone else's path if you have allowed your own fire to go out. To live only for the expectations of others is not loyalty. It is self-erasure. And self-erasure, no matter how noble the intention, always ends in resentment. Or worse, in the complete extinguishing of the ember. There is a difference between service and servitude. A master smith serves the craft. He honors the traditions. He respects the masters who came before him. He learns from the techniques passed down through generations. But he does not let the neighbors decide how hot the fire should be. He does not let the critics tell him what blade to forge. He is the sovereign of his shop. Sovereignty does not mean abandoning your family. It does not mean disrespecting your parents. It does not mean cutting everyone off and running away. Sovereignty means you respect their voice, but you do not let it replace your own. You honor their sacrifices, but you do not sacrifice yourself to repay a debt that was never actually owed. You love them, but you do not let that love become the weapon they use to control your life. If you feel the last embers of your life fading because of the pressure at home, if you wake up every day feeling like you're living someone else's dream, it is time to reclaim your sovereignty. It starts with the courage to be misunderstood. It starts with the realization that you are not a project for your parents to finish. You are not an investment that needs to pay dividends. You are not a trophy to be displayed at family gatherings. You are a soul meant to be forged. Every time you say no to a life that isn't yours, you are clearing the air in your forge. You are giving your embers room to breathe. Every time you choose your own path, even when it disappoints someone, you are protecting the fire that will one day light the world. And yes, it will hurt. Yes, they might not understand. Yes, there will be guilt and anger and silence at the dinner table. But the alternative, living a life you never chose, hurts more, and it lasts longer. This is part 2 of the last embers. In part 1, we talked about the ember that still glows even when the forge looks dead. Today, we're talking about the cage that keeps that ember from breathing. The cage is not made of stone. It is made of your own belief that you must be perfect to be loved, that you must meet every expectation to be worthy, that you must sacrifice your own happiness to prove your loyalty. But here's the truth. The people who truly love you, not the version of you that obeys, not the version that performs, the real you. Stop trying to carry the whole family on a back that is currently breaking. Put the weight down. Return to the anvil. Build your own life. Forge your own blade, even if it looks different than what they imagined. The people who truly love the smith will love the blade he forges, even if it isn't the one they expected. And the ones who can't accept it? They were never loving you. They were loving the idea of controlling you. Tonight, before you sleep, audit the gifts you have been given. Not the material things, not the roof over your head or the food on the table. Audit the expectations, the dreams, the obligations, the guilt. Are they tools for your journey, or are they bricks for your prison? Is the path they want for you actually leading somewhere you want to go? Or are you walking it just to avoid disappointing them? You are allowed to be grateful for what they gave you and still choose a different path. You are allowed to honor their sacrifices and still build your own life. You are allowed to love them and still say no. One day, time will leave you. Make sure it leaves, knowing you didn't just live out someone else's script. Make sure it leaves, knowing you had the courage to disappoint the people you loved in order to become the person you were meant to be. Make sure it leaves, knowing you built your own house. This is part 2. The cage is identified. In part 3, we face the critics. Welcome back to the forge.